Welcome to another Hayward training video. This video is intended to help the service tech and consumer troubleshoot the Navigator or PoolVAC XL at the pool, thereby helping to determine the repair needed. Listed on the screen are the top 8 service-related issues regarding the Navigator and the PoolVAC XL. Number 1. Cleaner only turns in one direction. Number 2. Cleaner coils up the hose. Number 3. Cleaner does not climb the walls. Number 4. Cleaner gets stuck on the main drain. Number 5. Cleaner gets stuck on a step. Number 6. Cleaner continually stops and starts or does not move at all. Number 7. Cleaner not getting enough flow on the supplied gauge. Number 8. Cleaner parts are wearing out prematurely. We will tackle each service-related issue individually and provide you with the most likely repair or operational change needed to keep your pool clean. Number 1. Cleaner only turns in one direction. All cleaner troubleshooting should start by using the flow gauge that comes with the cleaner to make sure the flow is correct. Note the minimum and maximum markings on the gauge and adjust the flow as necessary. Make sure the screen on the back of the unit is clean. If this does not solve the problem, the next thing we need to do is a turn test. For the turn test, hold the cleaner just below the water line while the pump is running and count the turns and stops. If the gearbox inside the cleaner is working correctly, the unit should turn one way for approximately 2.5 to 3 turns, stop turning for a time, and then turn the opposite direction for the same amount of turns. If the screen is clean and the cleaner only turns in one direction, replace or clean the internal gearbox. If the cleaner passes the turn test and still turns in one direction in the pool, the A-frame to pod connection should be checked and parts replaced as necessary. Number 2. Cleaner coils up the hose. We first need to determine if the hose is coiled up in the pool as shown in this scene or twisted like a pretzel as shown in the second scene. If the hose is coiled up, this is most likely caused by storing the hose coiled on the deck as shown when the cleaner is removed from the pool. To prevent this coiling, you need to store the hoses laid out straight as shown. If the hose is twisted like a pretzel, review number 1. Cleaner turns in one direction. Number 3. Cleaner does not climb the walls. First, we need to check the flow with the gauge provided. If this does not solve the problem, check the shoes, wings, and flaps for wear and replace as necessary. If the problem continues to exist, adjust the rear flap tension bar as shown to 1 or 3 and retest. Number 4. Cleaner is stuck on the main drain. We need to first find out if this is a problem when the cleaner is first put into the pool or a problem that has happened after being in the pool for an extended period of time. If the cleaner is sticking to the main drain as a new cleaner, first check to make sure the flow is correct using the flow gauge. It's possible the cleaner is moving too fast, not allowing it the time to crawl off the drain cover. If this does not solve the problem, the most common problem is that the drain itself is raised off the surface or the area around the drain is bowled out, causing the feet to not touch the plaster and not allowing the cleaner to crawl off the main drain. If the cleaner has crawled off the main drain successfully, but is just now starting to stick on the main drain after being in the pool for a time, the flow should be checked along with checking the shoes, wings, and flaps for wear. Remember, it is normal for the cleaner to climb onto the main drain during cleaning, then climb off within a minute or so. Number 5. Cleaner gets stuck on a step. Many times the fix for this situation is to adjust the flow, which controls the speed of the cleaner. The cleaner running too fast or too slow will impede the cleaner's ability to turn off a step. Also check the shoes, wings, and flaps for wear. If this does not solve the problem, go back to number 1, cleaner only turns in one direction, and perform a turn test. Then follow the instructions to correct. Number 6. Cleaner continually starts and stops or does not move at all. First, check the flow with the flow gauge, making sure the flow is correct. On the bottom of the cleaner is the consumer inspection plate. As shown, remove the one screw. This screw is captured and will not fall off, and pull the plate out of the cleaner. Inspect inside the cleaner to see if there is any small rocks, branches, or other debris that could be causing the problem. If the problem continues to happen, but the cleaner runs smoothly when pulled off the bottom, have the pod to A-frame connection checked and parts replaced as needed. If the cleaner has just been repaired, make sure the turbine was installed correctly, as a turbine installed backwards could cause this issue of the cleaner stopping and starting. Number 7. Cleaner is not getting enough flow on the supplied gauge. If you find you cannot get the flow gauge to record minimum or higher, you could have one of the following problems. 1. The pump that is supplying the cleaner is not flowing the water necessary for good performance. 2. The filter is dirty, causing diminished flow. 3. There is an obstruction in the cleaner line back to the pump. 4. A valve is open, closed, or not adjusted correctly, which impedes the flow from the cleaner. 5. If hooked up to a skimmer, the main drain line may need to be closed off. Number 8. Cleaner parts are wearing out prematurely. In most cases, this is caused by running the cleaner at too high of a speed. Care should be taken to periodically check the flow using the flow gauge that comes with the unit. This will assure you of having to replace parts at normal wear intervals. Remember, wear parts, which include the feet, wings, and flaps, need to be checked monthly and changed out as needed to prevent unnecessary wear of other parts. Thanks for viewing another of Hayward's training videos. See you soon with another helpful video.